Hello. I've got two books I've finished writing. Very excited. I don't think I've ever been so excited. I know this sounds like marketing speak, but it's true. About a year ago, God gave me just these words, Hebraic church, and from that point onwards, I was sort of pondering over the words and meeting with people, talking, and having presentations at our last conference, and out of that has come a book. It wasn't the book again that I really set out to write. I wanted to actually write a book about the New Testament, and I started writing it, but I was getting nowhere. And yet when I started writing on this subject, Hebraic church, whatever that is, things sort of clicked into place, and it's all finished. It's being edited now, and it's going to be released at our conference in April. Then something happened over Christmas. During the Christmas period, over that sort of 2-week period, another book sort of appeared inside my head. It took 2 weeks to write. It's called Hope. It's quite small. It will be about 90 pages, but it's going to be the gospel explained in not in any way that you've ever seen. Again, it sounds like marketing speak, but I really feel strongly that this is a book that can reach those people that are just not reached by traditional evangelism methods or traditional evangelistic books. This is a book that I think would speak to our postmodern generation, because there's no formulae in it. There's no obvious sort of tactics. There's no beginning, middle and end, in the sense it sort of weaves around, and what it does, it sets the church up as an entity that isn't necessarily what it ought to be, and that to you, dear reader, for instance, this is perhaps why you don't believe, or this is why you have problems with Christianity or religion in general. And perhaps the problem is the historical church. We are not a people of history, so people don't know that what we see now in the church is a product of 2,000 years of development, and it hasn't been a good story. And so in my book, it lays it down the line, and it basically, as it speaks into people's lives and sort of examines where they are, and it says to them, you may be an unbeliever, but how did you get that? Did you get that realization by yourself? Everyone is influenced by something, and I'm saying, just move that to one side. I will move the church to one side, one-on-one. Let's really get down to basics. And all through the book, Jesus is there, but he's on the periphery. Sometimes he comes into focus, sometimes most of the time he doesn't. And the idea of the book is to produce this sort of hunger to know more about this elusive figure that's, for most people just a swear word or blasphemy, but a very real historical figure, and it's explained in a very, let's say, open and let's say entertaining style. But you never see his teachings, and the point being is, you get to the end of the book, it's basically the summary on the last page is, well, there is no hope, is there? There's no hope in politicians, there's no hope in society, everything is going crazy, you've got terrorism on our doorsteps now, and it doesn't then say, but Jesus is the only hope, please pray this prayer and it'll be okay with you. So it doesn't do that. It implies that we're talking to intelligent people. They know if they want to find out about Jesus, there's the Bible, and they can get a Bible anywhere. I don't have to say that. I don't have to say you need to pray to God in order for this, that or the other. This is something that should be unspoken, because we're dealing with, we don't want to look down on them, we don't want to be condescending. Let's just lay it down as it is. So that's hope, and I have great hopes. Also, the other one, Hebraic Church, is, I believe, a book that could bring about a reformation in the church. Now, these are long, big words, and there are 7 points that are explained in the book, but it's also a very practical outflowing of, it's not just theory, it's theory and practice, and the practice we hope to put into practice at our conference. So, more reasons why you should be coming to Foundation 7 in April this year. You probably know that I've got this crowdfunding going. My circumstances are such that the finances have say dried up. It's a real challenge just to sort of pay the bills. But to actually be bringing out books is a very expensive business. So I'm asking people, if possible, to pre-buy the books in batches of 10. And I'm really glad, and I'm really blessed that 63% of our finances have come through. So, and what you will get if you come into this scheme is that you give us the money now so we can pay the printers, and you'll get basically 20 books and 40 mini sort of booklets. You also get a free gift made by my wonderful wife Monica from her fair hands, and you get an acknowledgement in the main book as someone who has helped bring this book about. So, it'd be fantastic if you can help us on this. We still need more, and you've lasted a long time on this video. Perhaps you've even cut off by now, but I hope there's enough there that will enthuse you about the books this year. I feel very excited, and we've booked a stand at Christian Resources Exhibition. Wasn't going to, but somehow I have, and that'll be in May. So hopefully we'll see you this year, either at the conference or at any of the events that we're planning this year. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.